Ideamaker. As anyone knows who knows me knows, I really like Ideamaker. It's a good free slicer that works very well, has manual supports, has multiprocessing well built into it, but I have just found a minor glitch. It's not a glitch, it's a setting they put into it, and a lot of people have complained, and now they're going to fix it. Now, they are saying within the next month or so, they're going to have a new update and they're going to remove this. Basically, what it is layer heights are not getting what you're typing into the slicer depending on the settings. And it's a relationship between the first layer and your layer height. Let me go to the computer and show you what I'm talking about.
We're sorry, your call cannot be completed as dialed. Please check the number and dial again. This is a recording.
Alright, so in Ideamaker, there is a minor kind of major kind of odd glitchy / setting that they added. Let's add a file for the old thing, it doesn't matter what. Oh yeah, let's use the switch base. Okay, doesn't matter what you're working on. The thing about it is the relationship between your first layer height and your layer height. If I make this at 2 each, everything is fine. You'll get 2 millimeters. Okay, let's just go and slice this so you can see what I'm talking about. Now when you look at the G code here, your layer height and your first layer height will be at 2, or should be. Okay, so your height is at 2, your Z is at 2, your first layer is 2, everything's 2. Your Z will go from there to be 2 from now on. Alright, so as long as everything's good, your Z height is 2, your height is 2. But if you edit advanced. Now I quite often on my bigger printer, now I'm not going to do it, it won't work on this one, but on my big printer I quite often do a 0.2 layer first layer, then I'll go to a 0.3 layer for, or even a 0.4. Let's just type in a 0.4 just for giggles. For the large print. Yes, stop asking me a stupid question. We know it's off. Place. Done. Hate all these pop-up windows. And here's the glitch. See, I typed in 4 and you get 0.32. That's your layer height. Even though you put in 4. And it's not a glitch, it's a setting, it's a restriction they put into it that anything over 80% of the layer height can be the first layer height, or there's some relationship between the two, and it can't be more than 80%. I think it's the first, whatever the first layer is, your layer height can't be more than 80% of it. Now, they have addressed it, unlike some. Let's go to their forums and boards, and I highly recommend anyone that's using this, using Ideamaker, sign up for the forums at raise3d.com. And they have, here it was. Here's I actually posted and asked a question, and they got back to me and said it's a known bug, and we will be fixing it in the next version. And I thought I had a fix, but it wasn't really a fix, and we have left limitations for the first layer height can't be lower than 80% of the general height. We will be removing it in a future version. Okay. They also said we plan on doing the next release at some day in the next month. So, they will be fixing this. It's not that big of a deal because most people do 2s. I do a lot of large stuff on my Core XY, which is a larger printer, but I still want that 0.2 layer height for a start, and then do a larger layer. I still do it. I've used it, and I just let it go at 3.2. It's not that big of a deal. It's just you really want it to do what you're telling it to do, not what they want it to do. In this case, I put in 3, and it came up as 2.4. So there you have it. That's the issue. You can calculate around it. It is kind of annoying. It's not a big issue for most people because most people are going to set their layer height and their first layer height the same. Just be warned of it if you are one of those like me who likes to adjust the layer heights separately. You're going to have issues. And there you have it. So, yeah, not the greatest thing in the world. It's not a big deal. It may be to some, and you need to be warned of it, and you need to work around it or deal with it or use another slicer. But yeah, I still use it. I figured it out. But be warned. And there you go.